sets the pair of them apart when it comes to just their general demeanour around the place, is they are absolute gamers. Two of the most competitive people you'll ever meet in your life. And as soon as there's something to be won, it's game face, and they will fight tooth and nail for it. As we see David Compton go in off his first break, pretty unluckily too.
And this is where we will see some communication between these two, especially at the start of a visit in a Scotch frame. Just make sure they're on the same page, the way they want to go about a finish.
Stop it. Stop it. Anywhere there. Yeah.
Just in terms of, obviously they're going to play individual frames a lot tonight as well, but this visit here would be a really good one just to see, you know, if they do start to gel as a partnership in the Scotch. If they really do, then it makes them even more dangerous.
The benefit they'll both have is if they play a slightly loose cue ball and your partner has to come up and make a tough one, they'd probably both nominate each other if they had to pick off the ultimate pool pro tour.
Yeah, Craig's one of the best potters around, so's Chris, of course. He never gets thrown in that camp as much as Craig does, simply because of there's so much more you talk about with Chris as well, but they're both such fabulous potters. They can get themselves out of trouble. Chris works the cue ball a lot more than Craig. Craig kind of keeps it a little bit simpler than Chris does.
They're very, very tidy visit this. An excellent start for the Silver Snipers.
Silver Snipers over Magicians? I think so.
Well, I can definitely call Chris a Silver Sniper. I'm yet to see if we can call Wadd a Magician.
There you go. There we go. We'll go with that then.
See Liam White in the house. He was here last week, of course, watching his son Teddy take on the world in the Pairs Cup alongside his mate Lucas Erdshort. Full history there, youngest ever Pairs Cup pairing. Sure you'll have seen. If you didn't watch the episode last week, I'm sure you'll have seen some clips on your socials this past 7 days or so. They really did light a fire under the Pairs Cup. To start us off, it's a fabulous opening break from Chris Melling.
Look at the control of the cue ball.
When he gets this right, it really is one of the best breaks in the world. The tariff of the actual shot is much harder than sort of your standard out-the-box break for a lot of players. It's like a top spin break where he tries to park the cue ball in the middle of the table, and that's adding skill to the shot that you almost don't really need to. But when it works, my goodness me, does it.
It's left a training drill layout where the connections are just a delight, really. Sort of layout where you could have said to Chris, you got to go about it a different way 10 straight times. He would get them every time going a different way. They were just absolutely perfect for him.
Yeah, he's not going to hang about. So David Compton is dry broke, and it's 2 minutes later, and his partnership's 2-0 down. Tough school.
It's a very tough school. We have no idea how he's playing, and Buzzer hasn't even. It's a shot, yeah. He's about to come up for the next frame. He will have the break. Looks like he's in very relaxed mood, though.
A furrowed brow from Brian Halcrow, and okay, yeah, just a bit of confusion out there. So yeah, I think slightly iffy ball getting racked up by 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃. I think it's been swapped out or cleaned or whatever happened, but ready to rumble. Historically, breaks doesn't have one of the biggest, so you often see throw everything into it.
It's important to get the quality right, though. That strike has to be perfect because he doesn't have the power.
That's lovely.
Came across it quite a lot. He sort of side on the ball. You can certainly see the difference in power, but it's come out okay.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Brian is that cue ball. Does it go straight back and hit that top rail? And yeah, it does. He's probably a tip low on it, maybe, but other than that, I mean, you can't grumble.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, he ripped it back so much, and it takes a little bit of power out. It goes a tip higher there. It comes back up and down, but it doesn't rip back like he did. Obviously got the side on as well, which takes away. It's an intriguing layout here. Do you take the red? Can you take the red to the centre? Because reds are easier at the top, but then the red near the left centre is a problem. If you go yellows, the one at the top is a problem ball. So he likes the reds. Good pot, but he's not landed. I think he can see the red on the left-hand side. It's a thin one if he wants to go for a cross double. He has got the one by the 8 ball, but that's a very tough pot. Just caught it too thick.
Hughes and Matt Brierley there in the house watching on. Feel a bit for Brian there because he played a lovely pot. The one thing he couldn't control was where that yellow went after he cannoned it, and you know, you are trusting a little bit to luck there, and he did just get a little unlucky.
It was good news, bad news, wasn't it? I mean, he put the red right in front of the yellow, and you thought, well, that's good, but then left him the perfect angle to break it out, so it was, might as well not covered it off. Important that Craig does finish close to straight on this yellow to the centre pocket so that he can get onto the one on the side cushion. I'm not sure if the one at the top of the table passes the red to top right. If it does, then that would be perfect.
Yeah, it looks tight from the overhead, doesn't it? But the way Craig's just pointed his cue tells me that that sails in.
It's the reason I didn't like yellows in the first place. If that yellow does pass the red, then I think yellows are a good option for Brian at the start. Because this ball was always available to connect to the other ball, and all the yellows at the bottom of the table were fine. You had an easy starter to just to make the bottom end clean.
Flew in. Not even like 10 minutes yet. And this one is close to being over. Craig Waddingham gets the job done. Counter clears. 3-zip. Safe to say these two look in the mood.
Yeah, and it obviously we're incredibly harsh, really, because you know they've had one opportunity, but pot to the centre could have come out a lot better for Brian. He only left him the cross double, but those are the sort of opportunities that the very best players are making that first shot, and all of a sudden making the finish look really simple. And you know, we're talking about, oh well, that was a decent enough layout that they've taken. Like sometimes when you're playing great players, that's all you get. That might be the only chance they get in the match. But the difference between 3-0 and 2-1, it's very big. This time Chris gets the break long. And the layout is a very good one for Team Buzzer. Should get these. Decided to take the one to the centre, deal with the ones at the bottom end, and then go back up for the ones at the top, which really shouldn't prove to be any problem whatsoever. Thought they might try and clear the ones at the top because it was so easy to leave them the shot they just played. off that. But if they get the line right here, it won't matter. They'll still get out. They got the line right, just didn't get the pace right. Yeah, didn't get the pace right. And so not taking those two at the top to start off with could really hurt them here. That's a good pot from Brian. They're on the board.
Yeah, not before time. Both sets of pairs made reference to this format and how volatile it can be, and how all you can do essentially is just take those chances. 3-0, in one way, looks like a massive lead. You know, one from home, only need one to secure victory, but 3 frames can turn around in this game very, very quickly indeed. Buzzer and David, they've just got to hope that the gods are with them. They get 3 opportunities. If they get those chances, they'll back themselves to take them. That's 1 down. Still plenty of time in this match to get the other 2. The chance deserts Brian Halcrow, and you can see what the buzzer thinks of that.
Yeah, he hit that one better than his first break. Dropping for him. A little bit of work in this finish. There is more than the last couple. But Chris might be able to do the bulk of it in his first shot. Just misses it. The reason he didn't want to get too much side on there and get into the red and yellow, because he might not land on anything. He was looking to kind of get the underside of that red, pop the yellow out of play and keep the cue ball on a choice there. So that's why he's missed it. I'm still surprised he's missed it. Well, I didn't think that shot was on. Obviously it was, because he's played it. And I have to say, he's a little bit unlucky that he hasn't opened that red at the top of the table, because that was an excellent shot off the yellow. That wasn't one of those that he feels almost certain.
It's the thing when you're watching Mr. Melling, he sort of operates on a bit of a higher plane than a lot of other players. So you have to reset how he's sort of been picking apart the game just by watching it. Gives himself a potential angle here to come back up to the table, top of the table.
He's got just enough. If he wants to, he could go short side, or he can play into it. Actually got quite a few options here. He's got just that little turn of angle, which is nice.
Played that very nicely. Played it with a degree of control as well. Didn't quite get it as he wanted. I think he wanted the exact sort of 50-50 cannon on yellow and red, because it would have meant the red didn't go as far and the cue ball sort of stayed with it, so it was straighter on that red at the top of the table. Just means this cue ball's moving a little bit more than he would have liked, so he's got to really kill this in. Or go the other way and go further. What a good shot that is.
Has the yellow got in the way of the red though?
Yeah.
I think it's all right. He looks absolutely fine as he's walking around. So yeah, clearly. So very good, that shot along the top cushion. I tell you, he wasn't happy with it at all. He's just pulled this up a little bit too far as well. Just to come underneath it for that reason.
Oh, this has been very good, hasn't it? Chris Melling and Craig Waddingham sort of as expected, really, get their first win of the night, and they do so in a fashion that has really been great to watch. The Silver Snipers are on the boards in the Pairs Cup. Brian Halcrow and Dave Compton have got work to do when they play next. More action on the way for you in just a tip.